Welcome. In this video, we'll explore the strategic performance measures used in not-for-profit organization or NPO. Unlike profit-driven businesses, NPO focus on charitable, social, or environmental mission. Yet they still need to evaluate how well they use resources and achieve their goals. We'll cover key characteristics, challenges, and the models that help NPO measure their impact, whether you're a student, manager, or simply interested in how NPO operate. For-profit organizations are established to serve charitable, welfare, social, or environmental purposes. Their main operations are non-economic, meaning they don't exist to make profits for shareholders. Instead, they rely on contributions from members or external donors to fund their activity. The funds collected form a corpus, which is used strictly for the organization's stated objectives. Importantly, any surplus generated is reinvested into the organization, not distributed. Even though NPO don't aim to generate profits, they have a fiduciary duty to their contributors. This means they must ensure that the funds received are used for the intended purposes. Contributors expect transparency and accountability, so NPO must provide reasonable assurance that resources are being applied effectively. This responsibility is central to building and maintaining trust, which is vital for ongoing support and funding. As a result, performance measurement becomes measuring performance in NPO is crucial to demonstrate that resources are being used efficiently and effectively. Contributors, whether individuals or institutions, want to see tangible results from their donation. Performance measurement helps NPO establish a clear link between the funds spent and the outcomes achieved. It also guides decision-making, ensuring that every action taken aligns with the organization's mission. By tracking both financial and non-financial indicators, NPO must balance financial and non-financial performance measures. Financial measures, such as budgeting and cash flow, ensure that funds are managed responsibly. Non-financial measures, like service quality and beneficiary satisfaction, reflect how well the organization fulfills its mission. Both types of measures are necessary to provide a complete picture of performance. By integrating these indicators, NPO can demonstrate accountability, attract more support, and make informed decisions for. Measuring performance in NPO isn't always straightforward. One major challenge is quantifying the benefits of their activity, especially when the impact is behavioral or long-term. For example, the value of providing free education or affordable housing can be difficult to express in monetary terms. Additionally, some costs, like social or environmental impact, are hard to measure. These complexities require NPO to use creative approaches and relative values to assess them. NPO often operate in areas of high public importance, such as education, health, or housing. However, the performance of these organizations can be heavily influenced by the commitment and actions of the state or government. Sometimes, government agencies themselves operate as NPO, and their performance can overshadow or limit the impact of independent organizations. Since these external factors are beyond the control of most NPO, accurate forecasting and adaptability become. NPO often serve diverse stakeholders, each with unique needs and expectations. This leads to multiple, sometimes conflicting, objectives. For instance, an organization may need to balance providing quality services with reaching as many beneficiaries as possible. Prioritization is key. Objectives should be ranked based on their importance and urgency. By clearly defining priorities, NPO can allocate resources more effectively and resolve potential conflict among stakeholders. Like businesses that earn to spend, NPO budget to spend. Sometimes they may have more funds than needed, while at other times they may struggle to meet their targets due to limited resources. Measuring the utility of funds, ensuring that every dollar spent creates real value, is a constant challenge. Overspending without purpose doesn't add value, so NPO must carefully assess the impact of their expenditure to maximize their effectiveness. Value for money (VFM) framework is a popular model for measuring NPO performance. It focuses on three core principles: economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. Economy means spending less by minimizing resource consumption. Efficiency is about maximizing output from given inputs. Effectiveness measures whether the organization achieves its mission and objectives. Recently, two more principles have been added: equity, spending fairly, and ethics, spending properly. Together, these five break down the 5 E's of the value for money framework. Economy is about acquiring resources at the lowest possible cost. Efficiency focuses on the relationship between inputs and outputs, getting the most from what you have. Effectiveness is all about achieving the intended outcome. Equity ensures that resources are distributed fairly, and ethics guarantees that funds are used responsibly and transparently. By balancing these elements, NPO can demonstrate accountability and maximize. Apply the value for money framework effectively. NPO must consider 5 key elements: input, process, output, outcome, and impact. Inputs are the resources used, processes are the activities carried out, outputs are the immediate results, outcomes are the medium-term effects, and impact refers to the long-term changes achieved. By tracking each of these elements, organizations can better understand how their actions translate into meaningful results for their beneficiaries. Consider a school that provides free education and lunch to children from low-income families. To measure effectiveness, the school might track the number of students who complete their study or move on to higher education. Efficiency could be measured by the student-to-teacher ratio or the number of students trained per hour. Economy would focus on how much is spent on maintaining the school and paying staff, comparing actual expenses to the budget. Balancing these measures ensures that even though NPO are not profit-driven, financial objectives still matter. They must ensure that there is enough cash flow to support their activity and that spending stays within budget. Budgeting is a critical tool, helping organizations plan and control their expenditure. By maximizing net cash income and maintaining financial discipline, NPO can sustain their operations and continue delivering value to their community. Robert Kaplan's adapted balanced scorecard is a powerful tool for NPO. While it retains the four perspectives of the traditional scorecard, customer, financial, internal processes, and innovation and learning, places the mission statement at the center. For NPOs, the customer perspective, which focuses on beneficiary satisfaction and stakeholder interest, takes precedence over financial goals. This shift ensures that the organization remains mission-driven while still tracking essential financial. Adapted balanced scorecard for NPO includes four perspectives: customer, beneficiary satisfaction and stakeholder interest; financial, fundraising and fund distribution; internal processes, efficiency, volunteer development, communication and quality; and innovation and learning, organizational adaptability and innovation. By mapping objectives and key performance indicators to each perspective, NPO can monitor progress and ensure that all aspects of their mission. Key difference in the adapted balanced scorecard is the switch in priority between the financial and customer perspectives. For NPOs, achieving financial success is not the main goal. Instead, the primary concern is meeting the needs of beneficiaries and contributors. This approach ensures that the organization's activity remain aligned with its mission, rather than being driven by financial outcomes alone. Beyond the VFM framework and balanced scorecard, NPO can use additional performance measures. These include the quality of services provided, the attainment of objectives, the ability to raise funds efficiently, transparency in reporting, and the long-term impact of their activity. Regularly reviewing these measures helps organizations stay accountable and responsive to the needs of their stakeholders. Performance measurement process in NPO starts with identifying the organization's mission and objectives. These are then mapped to key strategy and broken down into specific performance indicators across the balanced scorecard perspective. Actual outcomes are measured and compared to the targets set. Based on the results, adjustments are made to improve future performance. This cyclical process ensures continuous improvement and alignment with the organization's mission. Sum up, value for money in NPO means providing services that are economic, efficient, and effective. Unlike businesses that focus on shareholder wealth, NPO aim to satisfy the needs of their members or the communities they serve. By using frameworks like VFM and the balanced scorecard, and by regularly reviewing their performance, NPO can ensure they deliver maximum value with the resources they have. Let's look at ABC Healthcare, a non-profit providing medical services to underprivileged population. ABC Healthcare emphasizes value for money by using resources efficiently and delivering effective healthcare. They keep costs low through cost-effective model and negotiate discounts with suppliers. By streamlining healthcare delivery and introducing digital records, they reduce wait times and administrative costs. They focus on quality care, preventive program, and ethical. Example of an efficiency measure at ABC Healthcare is the streamlining of healthcare delivery processes. By optimizing workflows, they ensure that patients receive prompt attention and that resources are used productively. This not only improves patient satisfaction, but also allows the organization to serve more people without increasing costs. Efficiency is a key driver of value for money in any NPO. ABC Healthcare's implementation of a digital medical record system is a great example of combining economy and efficiency. The system reduces paperwork, cuts administrative costs, and speeds up access to patient information. By investing in technology, ABC Healthcare achieves more with less, demonstrating how smart choices can enhance both cost saving and operational performance. Effectiveness in ABC Healthcare is measured by valued outcomes, such as reducing disease incidence and ensuring patients receive quality care, while hiring qualified professionals and specializing in complex conditions contribute to effectiveness. Streamlining processes is more about efficiency. Focusing on outcomes ensures that the organization's efforts truly benefit the community and fulfill its mission. ABC Healthcare ensures economy by negotiating discounted rates with suppliers for medical equipment and supplies. This approach allows them to obtain the necessary resources at the lowest possible cost, freeing up funds for other critical activities. By focusing on economy, NPO can stretch their budgets further and serve more beneficiaries without compromising quality. Ethics is a cornerstone of ABC Healthcare's operation. By establishing a code of conduct for all employees, the organization ensures that ethical principles guide every aspect of their work. This includes protecting patient privacy and conducting medical procedures responsibly. Upholding high ethical standards builds trust with patients, staff, and the wider community. ABC Healthcare provides medical services to all patients, regardless of their ability to pay. This commitment to equity ensures that everyone has access to quality healthcare, supporting the organization's mission of serving the underprivileged. Equity is not just a value, but a measurable outcome, reflected in the diversity and reach of the organization's program. ABC Healthcare extends its impact through community outreach programs, bringing medical services to underserved rural populations. These initiatives not only address immediate health needs, but also build long-term relationships with the community. Outreach programs are a vital part of measuring the broader impact of NPO activity, going beyond numbers to capture real-life change. As Coast Communities Homelessness Services, HS operates 450 houses for low and middle-income groups and seniors. Their main goal is to provide suitable accommodation, not to generate profit. To measure value for money, HS examines economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. They compare cost, service quality, and tenant satisfaction with those of profit-seeking organizations like Exclusive Services Ease, using benchmarking to identify areas for improvement. Economy in HS is about minimizing resource consumption while maintaining quality. For example, HS purchases materials for repairs and maintenance at the best possible prices. They also hire skilled labor at optimal pay scale. However, cost saving should never compromise service quality, as this could undermine the organization's social mission. Balancing cost and quality is essential for sustainable operation. Efficiency in HS is measured by the relationship between resources used and the output achieved. For instance, the number of repairs completed per employee or the number of houses managed per staff member are key indicators. High productivity means that resources are being used optimally. HS can also improve efficiency by outsourcing certain activity or adopting shared services, always aiming to maximize output with minimum input. Effectiveness for HS is about achieving the organization's objectives, such as meeting the housing needs of the community and ensuring tenant satisfaction. This can be assessed through tenant feedback, compliance with safety standards, and the overall impact of services provided. Effectiveness ensures that resources are not just used efficiently, but also in ways that truly benefit the intended recipient. Benchmarking allows HS to compare its performance with similar organizations. By analyzing cost, service delivery, and key performance indicators, HS can identify best practices and areas needing improvement. Regular benchmarking helps the organization stay competitive, reduce unnecessary expenses, and enhance service quality. It's a continuous process that drives organizational learning and growth. Service quality in HS is assessed by factors like staff behavior, quality of amenities, availability of on-site services, and safety. Data can be collected through tenant feedback, complaint analysis, and retention rates. High service quality leads to greater tenant satisfaction and loyalty, reinforcing the organization's reputation and mission. Flexibility measures how well HS adapts to tenants' needs. This includes the average waiting time for housing, the ability to accommodate requests for different house sizes, and the speed of emergency repairs. Greater flexibility means the organization can respond quickly to changing demand, enhancing tenant satisfaction and operational resilience. HS uses several measures to track cost and efficiency. These include the average employee cost per week per house, the average repair cost per week per house, and the percentage of rent lost due to unoccupied property. By comparing these metrics with those of similar organizations, HS can identify opportunities to reduce costs and improve efficiency. The average employee cost per week per house is a key efficiency metric. For HS, this cost is significantly lower than for ES, indicating more efficient use of human resources. By managing labor costs effectively, HS can allocate more funds to service delivery and maintenance, enhancing overall performance. Comparing the average repair cost per week per house reveals that ES spends less than HS. This may be due to contractual agreements for repairs, which standardize costs and reduce variability. HS can consider similar strategy to control repair expenses and improve efficiency, ensuring that resources are used where they have the greatest impact. Percentage of rent lost due to unoccupied property is another important efficiency measure. HS has a 15% rent loss, while ES maintains 100% occupancy. Understanding the reasons for vacancy can help HS improve its occupancy rates, optimize resource utilization, and increase revenue for reinvestment in services. Performance measurement is not a one-time activity. NPO like HS must regularly review their metrics, benchmark against peers, and implement changes based on findings. This commitment to continuous improvement ensures that the organization remains effective, efficient, and responsive to the needs of its beneficiaries. Transparency is essential for building trust with contributors, beneficiaries, and the public. NPO should provide clear, periodic reports on their activities, finances, and outcomes. Transparent reporting not only fulfills fiduciary responsibility but also attracts more support and enhances the organization's reputation. Assessing the long-term impact of NPO activities goes beyond immediate outputs. It involves tracking how services change lives and community over time. This could include improvements in health, education, or living standards. Long-term impact assessment helps NPO refine their strategy and demonstrate the true value of their work. NPO must constantly balance multiple objectives such as service quality, cost control, and stakeholder satisfaction. By using structured frameworks and regular performance reviews, organizations can make informed decisions that align with their mission and maximize their positive impact. Strategic performance measurement in NPO is about more than just numbers. It's about ensuring that every resource is used to create real, lasting change. By adopting frameworks like value for money and the adapted balanced scorecard, and by focusing on continuous improvement, NPO can fulfill their mission and make a meaningful difference in the world. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into strategic performance measure in not-for-profit organizations. Remember, effective performance measurement is key to accountability, improvement, and mission fulfillment. Whether you're involved in an NPO or simply interested in their work, understanding these principles will help you appreciate the value and challenges of the sector. Stay curious and keep striving for impact.